The Swallowing Curse. The Ghost Bride of Ubon Ratchathani. In the outskirts of Ubon Ratchathani, the air is always thick and syrupy, clinging to the skin like a damp shroud. As a folklore photographer, I was hired to document a rare ghost wedding. My employer was the prominent Lim family, who were reportedly seeking to appease the restless spirit of their eldest son, who had met an untimely end. The omen in the humidity. The ceremony took place in the Lim's traditional Thai stilt house, Ruin Thai. These structures, built of heavy teak to ward off floods and snakes, looked like skeletal remains in the flickering amber light. The massive wooden pillars supporting the house resembled rotting fingers reaching out from the dark earth. "Whatever you do not look directly into the heart of the banana grove," whispered the old master, leading the rite. He was draped in a snow-white pa-cow cloth, his voice a low rasp. "Especially tonight. There's the scent of decay on the wind." I noticed the backyard was choked with towering banana trees. In Thai legend, the Nang Tani, the banana spirit, is often a beautiful but vengeful woman. The leaves in this grove were so dark they were almost black, their edges tinged with a bruised, sickly purple. The forbidden rite. As the ceremony began, there was none of the grief I expected. The elders sat in a tight circle around an exquisite gold-leafed kuman thong, a consecrated effigy, and a vibrant crimson chut tie, a traditional bridal gown. Strangely, the dress wasn't worn by a person. It was draped over a banana trunk that had been uprooted and transplanted into the center of the hall. In Thailand, if the dead have an unfulfilled vow of love, they seek a living vessel to take their place. The master muttered, chanting complex Pali Sutras while sprinkling holy water. As the rhythm of the chanting quickened, a bone-chilling cold washed over me, despite the 35 degrees Celsius tropical heat. I pressed the shutter. Through my lens, I saw the bark of the banana tree twitch. In every crevice of the wood, there appeared to be tufts of matted black hair, obsession and karma. The eldest son didn't die of illness. A young servant named Artai whispered to me from the shadows, his voice trembling. He died in that grove, trying to craft the ultimate love charm. He was obsessed with a village girl his parents forbade him from seeing. He tried to use forbidden arts to bind her soul to his, but the ritual recoiled. A cold realization hit me. This wedding wasn't for atonement. It was for suppression. The son had returned as a preta, a hungry, violent ghost. The family had summoned a black robe master to seal the son's soul into the kuman thong, and was now attempting to transfer his malice into the banana spirit, burying the sin into the mud forever. The moment of reversal. At the climax of the rite, as the master prepared to burn the red dress, the atmosphere shattered. The silent grove erupted into a violent gale. The sweet scent of jasmine turned into the stench of rotting meat. The banana tree in the hall gave a piercing wooden shriek. The red skirt began to flutter, not from the wind, but as if an invisible woman were stepping into it. "Something is wrong," the master cried. The holy water he flung turned into thick, dark blood mid-air. Looking through my viewfinder, I saw the kuman thong's golden eyes weeping lines of black ink. Then, from beneath the red hem of the dress hanging on the tree, a pair of pale, bloated feet emerged. This wasn't a banana spirit. This was the village girl who had been missing for months. The son hadn't failed. He had succeeded. He had lured her into the grove, murdered her, and fused her soul with the tree to create a living bride. The unsolved truth. I remember only the final, blinding flash of my camera. In that split second of light, I saw the terrified faces of the Lim elders and a shadow in a red dress, draped in shredded leaves, crawling slowly toward them. I woke up the next morning on the dirt road outside the village. The Lim mansion still stood, but it was hollow and silent. Strangely, every banana tree in the grove had withered and blackened overnight, as if scorched by an invisible fire. On the stump of the tree in the hall, I found a single torn photograph. It was the only shot I took that had developed. In the photo there was no Kumanthong, no master, and no elders. There was only me, smiling at an empty banana tree, while a long green, dripping wet leaf was coiled tightly, like a lover's arm, around my neck.